hopefully I've not buggered that up at all. Still see what I'm doing. Yes. Okay. Right. Was this the one I've just done? Think so. Because the wires aren't completely jambalaya like that bloody thing. So, flux, solve it all. A soldered wire is a happy wire. This is the one I've not tested yet, isn't it? I've lost track of what I've tested. That's the one I've tested. Right. Okay, so this, yeah, this is the one I've tested. No, it's the one I've not tested. Oh god, it's going to be a long night. Just screwing and unscrewing and screwing and unscrewing. But in the end, it'll be very worth it when I can finally mount these underneath the layout and call it a day. Oh, actually, take it to a show. Though I imagine people are asleep at this time of night. Okay. Right, there we go. All wired in. I really should have built an isolator switch into this. Something. Okay. And 1, 2, 3. Hey! Fantastic. Works like a charm. So I could just leave this plugged in and keep going because I'm not really exposing any serious wires. Okay. Bloody hell, who are you people? Where did you come from? Hello there. Never had this many people in the live stream so bloody fast. It's not like the power of like actually promoting your live using hashtags and shorts these days. Is that weed? Dude, no, it's not weed. I wish it was weed, but no. I've actually never done any sort of, well, I say that. I took one drag of weed once many, many years ago when I was a kid. And I kid you not, I threw up immediately all over my mum's like brand new flowers. So I never did it again, ever. And to this day, I don't disrespect anyone who does weed. You know, my brother does it, he's got his own medical reasons. Other people have their own medical reasons. But for me personally, nah, I'm good. The wacky backy, the devil's lettuce, ganja, the sticky icky, whatever you fucking call it. Honestly, I imagine if someone was smoking weed live on YouTube, there's probably no repercussions for it. But no, all this is like some like fake model foliage, some like bushes. Respect to you too, man. Respect to you too. You know, it's like you know, I remember coming home from work one day. My brother normally picks me up from work. I pay him for the fuel, and he was picking me up one day, and you know, he was in a really bad place. He hadn't smoked weed in a long time. You know, girls were messing about. He's not been the best with his mental health. So he literally broke down on me and he was like, dude, I need a joint, I need a joint, I need a joint. He was like really on fucking like death's door, like waiting to just put his foot to the floor and hit a wall and close his eyes. So I managed to talk some sense into him and I said, look, dude, it's not much, but here's 10 quid, you know, not much. Go get yourself, you know, a bag. So he did. Saw him the next day. He did not stop thanking me. Like the entire day, he was messaging me constantly. The entire drive to work, he was thanking me constantly. So, you know, weed has its pluses. Again, for certain people, unfortunately, it does have its negatives, but you know, I try to focus on the positives. You know what I really should have done? I really should have got some bloody music going. Awesome, that one works. Okay, that is 3 down. Is the 1 to go? I know I had 4. Where the fuck is the 4th one gone? There it is. I'm just blind. That's awesome. Thank you. So probably another drug-related story. I've got all these stories about, you know, my encounters of people with drugs, but I've never like done it myself. I used to work, so I've been working in kitchens over 10 years, probably coming up 11, which is probably a point I should either progress or retire. And right now it's looking towards the latter. So, the first kind of serious kitchen job I ever had, I had this guy, he was a massive, massive cokehead, and he would always snort a gigantic line before a busy service. And we were waiting for said busy service to come in. So he disappears. He snorts probably enough cocaine to kill an elephant. And he comes back in like already bounced up, ready to go. Like, come on, guys, yeah, let's go, let's go. And then half an hour goes by, nothing happens. No tickets, no like requests, nothing. And this guy's just vibrating like, what do I do? I was like, go scrub the bins out back. It's like, right, I'll go scrub the bins out back. 4 hours go by. Not a single thing happened. You know, we kept checking on him, making sure he was, you know, alive. And we find him asleep, leaning against the most spotless bins I've ever seen. And that is stuck with me to this day. How does magical powder do that to someone? Just how does that happen? Hello, how are you, friend? Just talking about drug encounter stories, even though I've never done them before in my life. Been around plenty of people who've done them, but I've never done them myself. Nor do I want to, but nor do I disrespect those who do it. Everyone's got the choices, everyone's got their own path, so be as it may. Good, thanks. Honestly, I'm not too bad. This is genuinely the first time I've shown my face on YouTube for a very, very long time. Yeah, Coke is no. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure people have OD'd and died on Coke. I could be wrong. But no, I've not shown my face on YouTube for coming up about a year now. I had horrific burnout last year, and I said, "Oh yeah, this year's going to be my year. I'm going to do great." Probably the worst year I've ever had on this fucking channel. Love layout. Thank you. This is just the filler yard. It's not much right now. All the points need installing. It's technically wired. The isolation sections are in. There's all these wires down here. There's loads of them. I've got the control panel right here next to me. It's not installed though, because I want to get everything electrically installed first, tested and working, and then I'm going to worry about making the control panel. Because once I've done that, just connect all the wires to the panel, install it, good to go. But I'm building this so fast because my club that I'm a part of has a show coming up in August. It is now June. I've been building this probably since maybe December. So a good couple of months, slow, steady progress. I've probably put myself in financial situations I shouldn't have, but I love this hobby. I absolutely love it. And there's nothing I'd rather be doing that way. I'd rather be doing this 100 hours a week than doing 40 hours on a 9 to 5. I'd rather be doing this, genuinely. As well, I'm so jealous of people who get to do this full time, honestly. Right, this is the last one. So if this works, oh, for fuck's sake. If this works, that means I have a workable passing loop. Oh, well, hang on. It means I have a workable passing loop and ability to get into 2 out of 2, 4, 5, technically 6 sidings. So that needs to go into the middle. Honestly, I wasn't sure if this cheap CDU was actually going to be effective, but it's actually quieter than I expected. I thought it was going to be pretty loud, but there was literally no noise from it at all. The only noise I can hear is from the transformer behind me that is currently plugged in. Okay, so that side and that side. Okay, there we go. Okay, and all plugged in. Yep, final task. Hey, look at that. Fantastic. That is really, really good. Okay. See, now that I think about it, I do technically have some other points I could wire up and test tonight. But I don't know if I should do that tonight or... Oh, crap, I'm dropping stuff. Not good. Okay. But I don't have enough wire really with me to do it. So these pins, they would go through it. And I don't need to do anything with the middle ones. So it's just the end ones I need, really. Oh, excuse me, my friends. Are you in Scotland? No, unfortunately. I wish I was. I wish I was home. So, my mother is from Scotland. I've spent many times up there. I absolutely love it. And my dad, well, I say my mother. My mum is from Scotland. My dad is from California. And my mother and father, this is where it gets tricky. My mother and father are from Preston and Scotland. So either way you look at it, Scotland is in the blood, not in the sound that comes out your mouth. So that's one thing that gets me sometimes, unfortunately, about the whole being Scottish thing. If you want to be Scottish. You want to follow the cultures, the tradition, the ways of Scotland. You want to be there. You love the people. There's a brilliant quote I heard. I can't remember who said it, but I think it goes something like Scotland is not what you look like and sound like, but it's what you feel like. And honestly, for me, Scotland just feels like my happy place. Like the day I can finally pack up, move to Scotland is when my life will be complete. I will die in Scotland. I want my ashes scattered over Loch Ness. I just want to be there. It is the most beautiful part of the UK. I will challenge anyone to that. So let's see if we can salvage this. Because whatever the fuck the previous owner did to this, I have no idea. It's like with if you're familiar with the movie Thor Ragnarok, a quote is what was it? Asgard is not the place, it is the people. It's much like with Scotland. Scotland is not the place, it is the people. Scotland could be wiped out in the most catastrophic thing ever. People move. Where the people go is where Scotland goes. That's what I think. Let's wriggle this free. Okay. I'm going to quickly grab out my wrist some more wire. Okay. Where is my box of lights? Okay. That is a mighty long brown wire that will act as the body wire. Ooh, there's two more here. That is very good. Okay, so I've got that one, that one, that one, that one. So that will give me, that's three, that'll give me all of them. Okay. So that will technically give me full scenic running ability. Then I just need to get the isolator sorted. Because isn't that that's isolated? Yeah, that whole thing is isolated. So I need to get that sorted. Did I wire that up correctly? I don't know. I think I did. We'll figure it out. We always do. Or I always do. Is the whole thing shaking? Oh, the camera's just being weird. So I need to get that. Right out of the wire. No, come back. Oh God, what have I done? Right, stop. Do they have any cool fruit in Scotland? Oh God. Honestly, probably just the same stuff that everyone else have, you know? I don't think we grow anything particular that's only found in Scotland. I mean, the people there are very fruity. Very fucking fruity. No, I don't think we as Scots grow anything specific. I can't look it up without exiting and pausing the live stream, so I don't really want to do that. I know they have like the Nordic berries and stuff, but I think that's it. Probably. They probably do have some sort of um, fruit or berries that is similar to what they have back in old Nordic times. But yeah, like I said, we don't have much, but what we do have is very, very good. Okay. Hi, Lorraine. How are you? Did he bend these to make them work? Kind of. Doing well? Good. I generally hope everyone is having a really good day so far. And if not, I hope it gets a lot better. Because you deserve to have a good day, regardless of what's going on. Okay. Where are you? I'm in Preston in the UK, little city on the north east side of the UK. So, in you know well-known place terms, that's basically near Liverpool, Manchester area. Okay. Delaware. Ah, that's in. See, this is going to show how little I know about the states. I know that's somewhere in America. Oh God, one name, a huge place, 50 states. You get it wrong. Uh, is that in Wisconsin? See, Delaware sounds like it'd be like we're here in Delaware, Wisconsin, USA. It just sounds like Memphis, Tennessee. I guarantee I'm going to get that horrifically wrong. Like probably complete opposite side of the country. Near PA. PA, where's PA? Panama? Is that right? Panama? That's it, yeah, okay. So I'm not totally fucking useless, just slightly. No. Oh, God. I got it wrong. I did bad thing. Are you Scottish? I am. Even though I don't sound like it, I am. Macmillan. Ah, Macmillan. Very good. Is that your parents' name, I imagine, or because I've met quite a few people over the years that have just changed their last name to a Scottish name because they just resented the original name they had for so long. They wanted to have a Scottish last name, which I think is perfectly fine. Father. Ah, very good. Let's see, what type of Scottish was he? Was he like the big, chunky, giant beard, always rolled his R's when he said, right? Was he the more like just chilled back Scot? I never really, never really got into any trouble. Because if he is, we've been trying to reach him, but oh, heck. Your father left. I'm sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that. Yikes. Grandfather Broadbent. Ooh, I really need to move these into position. Also Scottish. Very nice. So it goes quite a way bit back. Got very thick Scottish blood going through you. Is there a side of you that you prefer more, like your Scottish or like your American side? Because I've got Scottish and American blood. I very much prefer my Scottish side. So yeah, yeah. Solder, please. There we go. Good. You did meet him. Was there was it a good meeting or was it a bit weird? Because so I was adopted when I was about 10 months old. Because my mum and dad were heavy into drugs and that sort of thing. So social services took me away, and I've been adopted ever since I was about 10 months old. And I'm with my mother and father. Good and bad, yeah. It's the same with me. When I met my mom and dad for the first time, it was very much like you've got some explaining to do. Like what the hell happened? But it was good to finally get answers and get closure and what happened on their side as well. So, do I regret doing it? No. Do I think I could do it again? Probably not, seeing as they haven't even messaged or reached out to me in nearly 5 years. Last thing I spoke to them about was my kid being born, and even then, they barely messaged about that. Where are they now? They're still about. So I'm one of 10 siblings. So I've got my little brother and sister, my older two brothers, and then five older siblings that my mom had with another guy before she met my dad. So I don't really know any of them. I've tried reaching out to my two older brothers because they're metalheads like me. Um, if it wasn't evident by the Slipknot shirt. And yeah, it's like I want to get to know them. I want to be, in the life. I think we'd get along great. But it's just the fact that the entire family hasn't reached out at all. They never wish me happy birthday. They never wish me Merry Christmas. So it's a bit, you know, I'm out here trying to get in contact with you and you're not putting in any effort. So, who's the real asshole here? Oh, excuse me. Your father attacked you? Oh, God. Shitting hell. Are you okay? Drunk. Ah, yeah. I'll probably do it. That's another thing as well is I do not drink. I used to until I got so drunk to the point that my pregnant partner at the time, who was 8 months pregnant, had to drag me up the stairs while I was covered in sick. You should have gone to jail. Yeah, you really should have. That's not good at all. Hope you are okay. Bloody hell. He was a cop. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's really bad shit. Fucking hell. Was he an American cop or a Scottish cop? And his wife hated me. Oh, fuck. American. See, obviously, I don't want to be that guy, but why are American cops so, like, just the way they are? You know, it's like, I pulled you over. What for? About 2 seconds later, yeah, I've just shot a guy in the face. Why? He asked me why I pulled him over. Genuinely, tell me I'm wrong. Like, where I work, we've got friends. Well, I say friends, a friend who wants to go over to America and live there. I'm all for it, taking a big leap, go on an adventure. But you go into a place where school shootings happen more than there are days a year. Well, not school shootings specifically, but just shootings in general. The health system is fucked. The education system is fucked. The economy is fucked. The police system is fucked. Again, no disrespect. But why? It's like I've got family over in Texas. My grandfather, he wants me to come over and spend Christmas and Thanksgiving with him ever since his wife passed away. And I said, you know what, that would be an incredible experience. But I don't really fancy going over there and staying there 6 feet under, It's like he's got this amazing little place, like secluded. Said we'll go hunting, we'll, make some real food, we'll shoot some guns. Because he's very old school the way he does things. He doesn't like any of the new guns. He's got revolvers, pump action, like heavy shell shotguns. Give me a sec. Right, does this work? Oh, that's not good. Why isn't that working? Oh dear. Did I wire it up wrong? I don't think so. Oh no, it does throw. It does. Wait. Haha. But why is it only throwing? Oh, that's why. Because the fucking wire came out. Why didn't you guys tell me about that sooner? People have to learn the hard way. Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they really fucking do. Yay, it works. Good. That's another one sorted. Just got to get the fixing plate for it. Cool. What is that? So this is a point motor. I've got it hooked up to all this kit here, and it's this model railway I'm building. I have 4 of them already built that I got secondhand, and I've just gone about testing them. Just connecting them up to this capacitor discharge unit, which is hooked up to 16-volt mains. So power goes into this, it charges some batteries, I guess you could say. And then whenever I throw this switch one of each way, it releases a rather, I would say large, but it's not really. It's no more than literally probably 12 volts. It's the amps that normally do the damage. So it sends a current out to this point motor. It's constantly sending power to both these here. Now it's these that do the magic and this switch. So if I throw the switch to this one, this whole circuit connects and it throws that way. If I throw the switch the other way to this one, all this connects and it goes that way. So that then allows me to throw points on the tracks and send trains different directions. It wasn't like that a long time ago. It used to just be put your hand on there, flick the switch, deal with it. But model railway technology has come a long way in the last 20 years or so. Very, very long way. So I need to do that, and so on. Strip that, and then strip that there. Strip that again. Yay, I did it! You write poetry. Ooh, very nice. I write music. Does that count? Because if you think about it, in a way, writing music is kind of similar to writing poetry in a way. Because you've got to tell a story, you've got to, kind of make things that rhyme. Even if sometimes that poetry is dark as fuck. If you look at my YouTube channel, I've got a full album released and a couple of singles. Might have to go to the store. You do not have to tell me anything. You do not have to answer to me anything. You are your own person, friend. Actually, what I might need to do is move this up slightly because I don't want it to fall out. Ooh. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. Now I'm not fucking ducking down to read chat. Yeah, you do, you friend. You do not have to answer to me. I'm probably going to be here for a while, so if you want to come back, come back. If not, I hope you've enjoyed your time here. I hope talking has helped. And just remember, this is always a safe space. There is no judgment here from anyone at all. Bye. What are you destroying this time? Okay, hang on. I didn't expect to be called out like this. Nothing yet. I've not destroyed anything yet. No, I'm wiring up point motors, which is something I have never done before, so I might destroy it, I might not. I was very worried this was going to explode in my face as soon as I plugged it in, but it didn't, so fingers crossed. Need some more flux to make the shit stick. That is a terrible solder joint. Do it again. Come on. Ah! Not destroying you. I only broke the tail lights in the DVT. That's it. And it's actually right over there. It's right there. No, so what happened was I was crawling on top of the layout to get to something. I accidentally knocked it over, and that was apparently enough to break the red LED that emits the red diodes. So now it only has directional lights for going forward, which is fine. You know, the train did run in only forward mode several times, but it's just a bit frustrating. So my plan is to get a donor DVT, swap the bodies or the chassis around, and then, yeah. It was, yes, that's how I did it. I was being clumsy, I knocked it over, and the red diode broke. But genuinely, it still works absolutely fine. No, the whole EWS set is just beautiful. Well, it's not even EWS, even though, see, I don't know why they didn't do the EWS variant. They only did the EWS variant in the DVT and Class 67 pack. They didn't do the coaches, which I think was a massive, like, missed opportunity. Sending for repairs to DC suppliers is under warranty. Oh, okay, I will do. Do we need to send the whole pack or just the DVT itself? Also, how long does the warranty last? What did I use for just some red wire? Do I have any red wire? Give me some wire, something to work with. Need something thick. Contact them and use your PayPal as the receipt. Warranty is 12 months. I don't have PayPal. It was done through direct bank transfer, if you remember. Because I put the order through, but I didn't put the payment through because I thought it would automatically do it through my bank. Well, did you send a receipt? I've slept since then. Fair enough. I'll need your email address to send a receipt. It's Andy Bull, Bull 17, so Andy Bull 17 at gmail.com. Oh, but you shouldn't give your details out live on the internet. What's the worst people are going to do? send me some spam email, sign me up for some random accounts. Newsflash, I already get spam emails and signed up for random accounts. It's the internet. I don't know. I'll message it to you. Everyone's like genuinely terrified these days of like cyber attacks and their information being stolen. It's like, what? You want to steal the information of a guy who's probably. What's the only subscription I have? The only subscription I have is Google Commerce for extra memory storage because, of course, you need to pay for that nowadays. Yeah, I will message it to you as soon as I get a chance because I can't come off the live stream screen without ending the live stream. And the title is I Work Until I Can't Work Anymore. And I still have work to do. Actually, that's the point. Do you guys do like the coils of red and black wire, like bus wires and stuff? Because I'm running out rapidly of spare wire bits. And when I eventually get around to wiring up the panel, I'm going to need extra wires to, well, wire it up. Yes, DC. Yeah, DC Concepts wire. Because the whole like main point of this layout being built so quickly right now is obviously Leyland have got their show coming up in August. This has to be runnable ready for that show. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if say a layout drops out, this needs to be ready to be picked up in like 5 minutes. Because I actually live not too far from where the show's being held in Lostock Hall, and the show's being held right outside Leyland train station, which is like 10-minute drive to my house. So say a layout pulls out, we can just come down here, load it up onto a van, 20 minutes, done. Also, what the hell are you doing up at this time of night? Shouldn't you be asleep by now? I'm about to go to sleep. Well, I was going to say, let me give you some soothing sounds, but it would just be the sound of, fuck, I've just burnt myself. Yeah, no. Get some sleep, mate. Oh, you'll see me at the show and being busy doing orders. I don't know the feeling, but I know the feeling of staying up late doing admin and stuff like that. It's not something you want to do late at night, but sometimes You just need something in the background to keep you going. So if I'm that stuff in the background, I'm happy to be. See, why did that solder look really good and then the other one look like shit? What the fuck? Before anyone asks, yes, I am using Flux. Now. I wasn't using Flux for the longest time, and oh boy, did it show. Like, I look back at the layout I built for my son, and the solder is just awful. Well, bedtime now. Catch you later, Andy. I'll message you in my email in the morning, and I'll see you at the show, mate. You take care of yourself. Yeah, that's it. Okay, point motor in, test. Fantastic news. Good. Very, very good. I think that just means I've got one more to do. Where did my coil of brown wire fall to? Because I felt it fall off my leg. No! Oh, piss. Okay, maybe not put my head directly next to the red hot fucking soldering iron. Ow. Oh, God. Okay. So there, about there. There we go. Cool. Get some flux on that. Solder. Okay. Probably not the safest way to do it, but I've got one left, and I am finishing this tonight. Ooh, that looks very loose. I don't like that. This is probably going to break, and then I'm going to be upset. But fuck it. Okay. Okay. Good. And then the other side. 1 and 2. Okay. Okay, something I've just touched with a soldering iron is hot. Who would have thought it? Why do I do this to myself? Am I just a glutton for punishment? Or am I just stupid? Nobody answer that. Okay. Last couple of solder points. That's good. Okay. Okay. Okay, time to test the final one. Oh no, still need to solve that. One, two. Okay. All right, here we go. Final test of the night. And I'm going to bed. Yes. Okay. That is brilliant news. Brilliant news. Because now I just need to get them, excuse me, I just need to get the mounts for underneath. And then I will have much better running ability for the layouts. And at just over an hour long, I think that is time for me to call it a night. Oh, that's not good. Why is that coming loose? Oh no, that's dangerous. Quickly discharge the points. Oh god, I think I broke a transformer. That's not good. I'll have to buy a new one. Yikes. Okay. Right, lights off. And there we go. And that comes to the end of the live stream, just as I break my transformer. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you watched this back, I hope you enjoyed it. If you watched it live, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for being a part of it, my friends, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye for now, guys. Good night.